Hi. So in today's session we'll be learning grouping along with character design. Like if you are going to make ready the character for animation, what are the procedure and how it is different from regular tracing and coloring and grouping. So I'll take this character. There are two options. One, you first trace, you color, then you can do the grouping part, body grouping. Or when you are doing tracing only, you can do tracing, grouping and coloring. Both the options are okay, no problem. It's up to you about the depend on the character. Here I'll trace this character, I'll color this and I'll make a group. One option. Or if you already done a character fully totally colored, then you take separate body parts and make the grouping. Okay, this is a concept. Now, so I already imported the character. I'll take a new layer and I'll start tracing this character first. So as usual, line tool. So I'll just trace and I'll show you what grouping and how important is grouping for animation. Like before creating the character ready for rig, what all the things we have to do, we'll be learning those. So I thought I'll take the regular character, but I'll show you again the tracing part here. So this is better, like next time when you trace you can create, same time you can create ready for the animation also. So if you are new to this, there are old lessons about tracing, how to trace and how to group all those things. You can go through those later classes and you can come back check these. You can use pen tool as I mentioned in last classes or just line tool. Do not use pencil when you are creating the character. Okay, and part by part I'll do grouping and coloring at the same point. Now you know, like there is one line coming here, so you can have the grouping as my old classes. Just I'll say group and I'll keep it here and I'll bend it as per our drawing like this. Then you can come back and break this so that smoothness is there. Okay, so I'll draw this. I'll finish the head part first. Okay, so very important, these gaps, if there is a small gap also color won't fill, then you have to struggle with the filling color, how to fill, where to fill. So normal line. Now I'll connect this here and I'll do the neck. Okay, now I'll finish this particular area with the colors and grouping ready for animation, how it works. Okay, we'll do the body later. Okay, so now I'll first give color for hair. So maybe I'll give gray, no problem, and face color. Second, it is not taking because there are some gaps. Okay, face color is done. Then for eyebrow, eyes, and I'll fill again inside. Okay, this is done. This part is done. I'll go for shading. So we already know this shading also, how to do it or where to do it. Okay. Control D for duplicate, Q for transform. I'll fill the color, darker colors. I'm going little fast because we already these lessons are there, because today we are concentrating only on the grouping. Okay, Now we'll come here. Now when you see this character, just think what all body parts can animate when you are working. Eyes, this eyeball, or this eyebrows, hair, ears. Just think like this, what all body parts you can animate. So do those separately. Now I'll select this part and I'll select this part and I'll say Ctrl G group and I'll keep it separate. Okay, with the lines actually. So these lines are missing here with the outlines. So you can go inside and you can take this tool and you can just fix the lines, no problem. Same thing with ears. You can come back and you can just fill this. Done. So here this part is done. Now I'll remove this and will make it full with normal hair. So I'll be adding one line and I'll be filling the color. It shades. One second. Okay, like this. Delete all the extra things. So zoom and check any problems are there, because in small screen it is okay. When you do a big film and when it comes to a big screen, then problem. Chalo, here we can have ears separate. So again same idea, you just take some other color and edit it. You can have this as a separate part, group this and delete this extra line. Same here. Head, we can complete this head like this. Can fill this color. Okay. Then eyes, eyeball will be separate, eyes will be separate. Actually you can change the shadings also. With the shade you can change. Okay, this shading also separate. You can have a big circle here. Instead of that, I'll create one circle on same color, so it's better. Eyebrows separate. Superb. So this is the point. Now see, everything is separate. Now just check the grouping. Yes, this is group. These all parts are grouped. Even head. Okay, head also we have to do. One second, I'll just push this to this side. Okay, done. Here I'll extend little bit. I'll show you exactly why we are extending later. Wait. Done. Now rearrange this. How? This has to come somewhere here. Now it has to come from, so you know, right click, arrange, bring to front. Right? We already learned this in old session. So here will come here, right click, arrange, bring to front. Or you can use keyboard shortcut keys, control down arrow, control up arrow. This one. Okay, now we can see the problem here. Hair is coming here above these ears. So ears are here. We have to plan now. So you can plan like hair will be cutting from somewhere here. We can cut down the hair here only, so it won't affect the ears. Yes. Okay. Eyes again, so you can have shade. Everything is going back, so select everything, all these top things, arrange, bring to front. Okay, so we'll arrange here now. Just to come front, again right click, arrange, bring to front. Zoom, right click, arrange, bring to front. Done. Now this is ready to animate. Good. Now this is ready to animate. You can see everything is grouped. So this is the importance of character grouping before going for animation. Now if you want to move his head or hair when he is walking, you can move. Or if you want to move his ears, you can move. Or if you want to move the expressions, kind of expressions, if you want to try, so you can try. Or you want to move his eyes, you can. Or only eyeball moving, yes, you can move his eyeball. See, like this, you can animate the character later, frame by frame also. And see your eyeball. So this is a very important point after grouping. Chalo, now I'll continue with the body. I'll do only hand and body in this session. If you want, you can just select and just keep it aside, no problem. Very important, save the file. I'll say grouping 1 because already we have done grouping. Now, when we come to body here, first I will draw these body lines here. I'll draw till here. So this is the top upper part, and we'll give some colors first. Then select, group, keep it aside. Now this collar I'll do separately. They'll give some different color or darker color from there only. Delete all extra things. And sorry. Okay, done. So select again, group this. This will come somewhere here. Now very important when you work on these hands, like in 3D they'll say inverse kinematic, IK, FK, all those things. So those technical terms will be using later here. Now when I draw a hand, I draw this top part first and we'll do this lower part also. Here we need one circle, very important. Okay, I'll show you exactly why this, but we'll be drawing one small circle here. Okay, then we'll continue with this. Then lower part. One more circle here. Keep it here somewhere. Delete this. We'll draw this hand. Okay. Okay. So now again I'll color and I'll come back. I'll color this, same skin colors. Done. Now when we say grouping, okay, I'll group this part one piece group, and this will be one more part. Just adjust this. So we have here one second part of the circle, and I'll group this one also. I'll take this top part and this lower part. I am not taking this line. This will be one more piece. Control G, group. So I'll stop this somewhere here. Now we have the lower part, this one. Okay, I'll keep again this, and I'll fill this color. Okay. Actually, you can have like direct line here. Instead of this, you can have something like this. Depends. No problem. But this half circle is very, very important to us. Something like this. Done. Now, why this half circle? There is a funda with this. There is a theory on that. So when I keep like this, we need here overlapping, because when I rotate this hand, just imagine when I am rotating like this hand, so you can manage this. Because of this pivot point, that hand will move exactly on this particular circle, so it look realistic. Okay, otherwise there will be a cut. I will show you how it works. If there is a cut, so even here when you are animating, we can have pivot point here, and it will be working. You don't have any cuts there. Okay, but pivot points we are not looking at today. Today we are looking only at this grouping part. So I'll take this body again here, and we'll take all these things, right click it, arrange, bring front here, done. So I'll go up and I'll cut this line. All these things are done. But if you feel like this line, this will be looking odd, then go inside. After that, once it is done, go inside and cut this little bit line from here. So you will have only little bit lines there. Or remove lines from your animation. Don't put any lines here. Take this, even here you can cut down some lines this much, like this. Okay, or you can have this one also. You can cut here also. It's up to you. Which one you feel like it looks realistic, you can cut that. You can have that idea. No problem. So I'll cut here this, and come back, and you can send this backward, and you can check which is, if you feel like it is perfect, you can use that. I think this is good. Done. So this circular funda is important. So again here also we are having a lot of body parts. This is the head. I'll keep this head here. Okay, so you have to match this. Now okay, we have time, so I'll go with the pant. Again I'll show you that circular thing, how it works. Chalo. So here again we need one circle. I'll put some color, pant color. Maybe I'll put grey now. You can change later. So this. Pelvis, we need one piece here. Okay, then we will draw this pant. You can have like one direct lines. You can play like this, no problem. And I'll draw one circle for this part. It's up to you. You can draw directly on drawing, or you just do like this separately and you can play, no problem. Because you already know the tracing part now, so it will be easy. So okay, I'll go like this only. Down up, down part. I'll close this, both the parts, and we'll do the tracing here. Here also we need half circular thing. Top like this, like this. Okay. So lower part of the pant, I'll give same grey color. So when I'm grouping, I'll take this and this one piece. Now lower part will be 1. So again, as I told you in the first, maybe you do full coloring, then you do this grouping, or like this, when you are tracing only, you just finalize the colors and just do the grouping. It's up to you. Picture is easy, you can try. This part is done. Now shoe, I'll put brown. Again, these colors only to just check that outline and opening. Anytime you can change color later. Even after whole animation is done, again you can change the colors, no problem. Okay, done. So rearrange now. Control Shift plus or Control plus arrow to bring it front. Again here I'll delete that extra lines. I'll delete these 2 lines. Okay, this part will keep it here for safety. You can push this front and remove those lines, extra lines, or you can bring it back, up to you. I'll better cut the lines from the pant only. You cut these 2 lines here somewhere. It will be like this. Good. Okay, so I'll rearrange this here. One second. Bring forward, and we'll push this pant back. Done. So now tracing with the grouping part is done. So it is easy to animate. As I told you, see, there is a pivot point, you can keep the pivot point and you can arams animate this. And same time, even pant, just click here and you can animate this and even this. So there, because of this circular overlapping, you don't have any problem. Anytime you can work on this character. Okay, so take one simple character and just trace. When you are tracing only, plan these grouping parts also. Okay, thank you.